Hey guys, welcome back to my countdown to Endgame. It's officially after midnight. It's 1:30 over here actually, so it's the 25th. That means tonight the movie Endgame officially comes out. I'm so excited. I can't believe, for me at least, this month went by fast, and I think that's because I've been doing a video a day doing this countdown, which was exhausting, I have to say, but it was fun, and it made the time go by fast and made me occupied and not think about this movie. And with all the spoilers and everything on the internet, I'm telling you guys to avoid it at all costs. I'm trying to as well. I didn't see anything. If anything, I'm making up my own theories in my head, and I just don't want to go online and figure out if I'm right or not. So just let you all know, be careful. But the reviews for this movie are looking great. And here we are with this video. I'm talking about the first half of this conclusion of this mega saga of the 22 movies of the Infinity Saga. Infinity War, released last year. Now, if you all been following me through the last 18 movies, I was giving you my thoughts on how each one connects to Endgame one way or another. And with this movie, I consider this part of Endgame. It's the part of the big conclusion of the last 22 movies. So for some of you that already know the movie, Thanos collects the 6 Infinity Stones, and it pretty much leaves off where Thor Ragnarok left off, where we find Thor and the Asgardians leaving Asgard during the Ragnarok. Thanos eventually commandeers their ship, and that's the first shot we see with them already on board, and they take the second of the 6 stones, and from there on out they're going off collecting the other 4 stones, and eventually we see all the different characters in conflict with Thanos one way or another. This is the thing that I mentioned before with past movies like Age of Ultron and Civil War, where you've had all these different characters, and here it's the same thing, even more characters, and now we're having them juggled through different conflicts and storylines that are going on that are all connected to the same thing. And for some people, that would be a bit confusing. For me, I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing how the Russo brothers can connect all these 15 plus characters in the storyline and somehow give them all enough screen time, all enough moments to make it work. So if they can do it in Infinity War with this many people in such a shorter amount of time, they can make it happen in Endgame. But in this movie, it was entertaining to me. So for the cast, I really don't need to explain because it's everyone from the last 18 movies. That's what makes this movie so special. No new characters are needed, and it's still interesting to see all these people again, and not only that, to see them together from all these films. We've seen most of them together in Avengers and Age of Ultron and Civil War, but this is all of them. This is everyone. Well, for the most part, everyone. The one that I really liked was Doctor Strange. He pulled off more of a dad, mature type of person, the one kind of not taking the lead of everyone trying to control everything, but mostly being the serious ones trying to say, okay, this is what's happening, the world is at stake, we need to do something about it.
Why would you do that? We're in the endgame now.
And speaking of Doctor Strange, one of my favorite moments that includes him, which there are many scenes that I love in this film, is when Hulk is transported to Earth through the Bifrost and down to Doctor Strange's Sanctorium, where he warns everyone that Thanos is coming. Well, my fun fact for this movie, and a reason why I love this scene so much, is that if you're familiar with the comic book that's based on this movie, the Infinity Gauntlet, you see Silver Surfer instead coming down to Earth to warning everyone that Thanos is on his way. Well, as you all know, during this time, Disney didn't officially own 20th Century Fox until now. So at that time, 20th Century Fox had Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer, so they couldn't use them. So they had to, do something else. Instead, we got Hulk going through the Bifrost, which I thought was pretty creative. Though it would have been cool to have the Fantastic Four and the X-Men all included in this big Infinity War. From what I'm hearing, Infinity War is more the action piece versus Endgame is more emotional in regards to the scenes, and then the last half of that film is the big moment. I don't really know what that is, but if Infinity War is this good, and they're saying Endgame is even better, I mean, for those who haven't seen it yet, we can only imagine what it is we're about to see in those 3 hours. I cannot wait. And with Infinity War, the reason why this one is so good and it's different from other movies up until Endgame is that it's not just because of the ensemble casting, all these different characters come together. It's not just because how high the emotions are. I think it's because, for me, you have a villain that seems almost human, because if the reasons of what he's doing make sense, he's doing it for the good of the world. And by destroying half of the universe, he feels that humanity can live better because he went through something that was like that on his planet of Titan when people had no food just because of overpopulation. So you can relate to this villain. You know why he's doing it, but the way he's carrying it out is not the right way. So I think that was well written into this movie to have a villain that's not only after world domination. There, he wants something for a reason. I have watched every movie this whole month while doing these videos, and this one I watched 3 times, and it just gets me pumped up even more for Endgame, and it makes me love this movie even more. It's my ranking, in my ranking I think it's number 4, but tell me what you think of Infinity War, if it's a movie that you like. If it's a movie you don't like, that's even better. I want to hear your opinion on it, because maybe there's something you saw that I didn't see, so that would create a good conversation. I'd love to hear your opinion on it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be doing my next video, and will be my last one for the Countdown to Endgame, Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm not doing Captain Marvel because I do have a review for that already, but I will give you some thoughts of it in my Ant-Man and Wasp video. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to have that up immediately because I'm actually seeing the movie on Friday. Fortunately, I couldn't get tickets to it Thursday. For those of you seeing Endgame this Thursday, I hope you all enjoy it. Share in the comments below what you thought about the movie, but make sure you don't spoil it for me or for others. We want to be just as excited and surprised to watch this movie as much as you were. This Friday, I will be doing my Endgame review, and then over the weekend, I will be doing a ranking of all 22 MCU movies. So stay tuned for that. Y'all have a good week. I'll see you at the movies.